Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I thought that we were gonna dive into a new Battle Royale game that's been out now for quite some time, but I haven't seen a lot about this game. And the name of the game is Off the Grid. It's set in a gritty cyberpunk world, and it's directed by Neil Blomkamp. He's a director of District 9 and the film Elysium with Matt Damon. The game is supposed to promise an ambitious blend of narrative storytelling, PvP and PvE elements, and also some futuristic flair. But does it actually deliver, or is it just style over substance? So what exactly is Off the Grid? It's a free-to-play third-person battle royale developed by Gunzilla Games, featuring up to 150 players per match on a dense vertical map called Teardrop Island. What makes this one different is how it blends traditional battle royale gameplay with missions and story-driven objectives, something they're calling an extraction royale. You're not just dropping into to be the last one standing. There are PvE contracts, objective-based mini missions, and this whole layer of narrative happening while you play. It's bold, and it's clear they're trying to push the genre forward. Now, the gameplay. It's pretty fast-paced. You can parkour, wall run, and use cybernetic augmentations called cyber limbs that gives you unique abilities. Think grapple, steal cloaks, or enhanced jumps. It definitely encourages a more vertical and tactical approach to fights. There are also Hextractor zones you can activate and defend to earn gear, currency, or access to rare items. These change the usual rhythm of just surviving the storm and push you to take the calculated risks. The gunplay feels decent, though some of the weapons still need balancing. The devs clearly wanted to fuse a cinematic feel with the gameplay, and sometimes it works, especially in these chaotic three-way fights between you, AI, and other players. But sometimes it also feels like too much is going on without enough structure. One of the most interesting things about Off the Grid is how loadouts aren't just about weapons. Cyber limbs fundamentally change how you move, fight, and interact. For example, equipping a grappling cyber limbs lets you scale buildings, while a stealth focus one lets you cloak and sneak up on enemies. It's like creating your own mini class within the match. This level of customization gives you a sense of ownership over your playstyle. It's kind of like mixing Apex Legends abilities with Warzone's loadout system, and it mostly works. Visually, Off the Grid looks great. The cyberpunk world is dark, moody, and detailed. Neon lit alleys, dense foliage, high-tech facilities. It all fits the vibe they're going for. Lighting and particle effects stand out, especially during gunfights and explosions. Audio design is solid too. The gun sounds are punchy, and ambient effects gives you a sense of space. The soundtrack, it's suitable but atmospheric and fits the dystopian tone of the game. If you're wondering where Off the Grid fits among the big dogs like Warzone, Apex Legends, or even Escape from Tarkov, here's the deal. It's not as fast-paced and polished as Apex, but it does offer more verticality than most BRs. Compared to Warzone, the gunplay feels slower, but the strategic objectives like Hextractors and PvE missions offer something new. It actually reminds me a bit of Tarkov in how it mixes PvP and PvE elements, especially with narrative-driven contracts, but it doesn't go full hardcore survival. It's like a middle ground between action and strategy, which could be great if they fix the bugs. Let's talk about what Off the Grid does well. These are the pros that I have found after playing the game for a few matches. Unique gameplay systems. The Cyber Limb system really adds variety to movements and combat. You can customize your playstyle, and it makes firefights more dynamic. Narrative integration. Unlike other battle royales, there are actual story running in the background of each match that gives players a reason to come back, not just to win but to explore. Dynamic PvP and PvE. Missions and AI enemies mix things up in each match. You never really know what's going to happen, and that's refreshing. The art direction. The visuals are strong, from character designs to the map's verticality and lighting. It's definitely a stylish experience. So here are the cons that I found while playing the game, and also cons when it comes to like other subjects surrounding the game. And unfortunately, there are quite a few right now. The cheating problem. Cheaters are rampant. Aimbots, wall hacks, you name it. Despite anti-cheat efforts and even bounties for reporting cheaters, players still running into them regularly, and it's hurting the experience in a big way. The performance woes. Optimization is a mess. Even high-end systems struggle with frame drops and stuttering. Console players, especially on PS5, are also reporting serious lag and frame pacing issues. There's no skill-based matchmaking. New players are getting thrown into lobbies with veterans, which makes learning the game super frustrating. There's also a blockchain controversy. The game has crypto elements and NFTs. While they're not in your face, the presence of a Web3 marketplace has raised red flags. Many players worry it will turn into a pay-to-win system or create a toxic economy. And there are some server and regional issues. Some regions like Australia, they don't even have dedicated servers servers. High pings and long matchmaking times are making it hard for players in those areas to enjoy the game. The world of Off the Grid has some serious potential. The factions like the Santos Corporation and I think it's called Miria Corp, they have their own agendas, and the story isn't just background flavor. There's room here for some really cool and narrative progression, similar to what Fortnite has done with its ongoing storylines. They could lean into this even more by evolving the world map, introducing seasonal missions or faction-based events. Right now, the narrative exists, but it still feels surface level. If they build on it, it could be what separates Off the Grid from every other Battle Royale clone. Monetizing is where things get dicey. The devs are clearly experimenting with blockchain tech and NFTs, but a lot of players are aware. Even if those systems are optional, there's this looming fear that it could shift towards pay to win. That being said, so far the marketplace hasn't interfered too much with gameplay, but it's something to keep an eye on. Games live and die by community trust, especially in free-to-play models, and Off the Grid is walking a very thin line here. Another area worth touching on is players' progression and customization. Right now, there are cosmetics like outfits, weapon skins, and character styles you can unlock, but the progression system feels kind of flat. You level up, but there's no real sense of achievement or reward for grinding. What could make a huge difference in a proper ranked mode? Seasonal progression or faction-based unlocks that actually affect gameplay and fun. No pay-to-win ways. If they take some time to build a deeper progression loop, something that makes you feel like you're evolving as a merc, it'll give people a real reason to stick around. Right now, that layer is missing, and in a competitive genre like this, that's a missed opportunity. Now, how is the community and the development? The dev team at Gunzilla seems committed to the project. They're rolling out patches and communicating on social media. Right now, the foundation is interesting, but if they want the community to stick around, they need to solve the big issues fast. For example, cheat control, better matchmaking, and smoother performance should be their top priority. So what do I think Off the Grid needs to actually succeed? First, the anti-cheat situation has to improve immediately. No one sticks around a game that feels unfair. Second, they need a proper onboarding experience. The learning curve is steep, and new players are being thrown into the fire with no guidance. And lastly, performance. Even if your game looks great, it does not matter if half of your players are lagging and crashing. Fixing those three things could completely change how the community talks about this game, because the idea is here. They're good. But right now, it's like a Ferrari engine inside a car that keeps stalling. So my final verdict for the game, since it's been like under the radar for some time now, and after I played it on the Epic Store, should you play Off the Grid? If you're bored with traditional battle royales and want something new, it might be worth a try. There's a great idea here. Cyberpunk themes, PvP, PvE missions, and deep customizations. The execution is still very much a work in progress. It's one of those keep your eye on the game, but don't expect a polished experience just yet. Alright people, so that's it for my Off the Grid review, if you would call it. What do you think? Have you tried it? Planning to? Let me know in the comment section. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more gaming content, and I'll catch you in the next one. God bless. Como tú, como tú, como tú, como tú eres.